watch this YouTube page for a second, make sure video starts, because we've never done this before, and I'm scared.
Like you and I have never done it before, or
Well,
just like Polygon as a corporate entity?
Polygon's definitely done it before as a corporate entity. But I have never streamed on the... Well, okay, I have streamed, but with other people who were streaming, and there's already all these people in the chat who are just shouting Stoners Nation.
That's not helpful, guys. We need feedback on the technical aspects of the stream.
How do we sound? How is everything? How are you? Can anyone hear me? Let me bug Nick.
I'm trying to watch, but I'm getting that creepy Yoplait commercial. And God, I hate that commercial very, very much.
You're not a fan. I've noticed that.
It's like they're copying Amelie's style, and I'm confused by that. Looks good to me.
Yeah, we're just having a weird technical YouTube problem where
it doesn't look like it's working on site.
Yeah,
Why don't we have people for this? You and I are the stoners.
I mean, Nick's technically our person. So yeah, we definitely do have a stream running.
I think we should just spin this shit up and let Nick figure it out.
Yeah, we have a bunch of people watching on this event that's not going to that event.
YouTube, you're the worst. No, I'm just kidding. You're pretty good. Got 17 viewers right now, Phil. We've made it.
I only see 12.
Oh man. I
apologize, everyone. We'll be going in just a moment.
I got 5 guys in the room with me, and we're all watching.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's technically counting them.
Well, that makes sense. Fuck it. Let's just go. Let's go. Griffin.
Philip.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament. Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Very soon we're going to post the results of our 116 packs that we opened up between the two of us. And I guess a quick spoiler warning, it was complete shit.
Yeah, so we'll be having a pack opening video going up on the site.
A pack extravaganza.
Pack extravaganza, as you might call it.
We got 4 legendaries, or 3 legendaries, between the two of us.
Yeah.
Right? And
yes.
We got 2 of the same legendary, and I would argue maybe the worst legendary?
Yeah, well, we'll see. Why don't we play each other? Why don't we play against each other?
I just played the computer on normal mode using the deck that I built, and let me just say, I barely won. So this is going to be really interesting.
So I made a bunch of random decks. What kind of deck should I start out with here?
Whichever one you think is the best. I gotta warn you though, I am watching the stream, so I'm gonna know exactly which cards you have. That's probably bad form, huh?
Yeah, that is bad form. Let's start with something good.
Okay.
Let's blaze it.
I think that this deck is gonna be an unbeatable. And now that we've started, I'll go ahead and tell you, pirate themed killing machine. Oh shit! I know exactly what you're using.
Everybody watching now knows exactly what I'm using as well.
Oh boy. Oh man, I'm so very excited for this deck. Oh my god, no! I meant to mulligan it. Oh no. Oh boy. It's gonna be one of those games.
Okay, so you did make a rogue deck.
Yeah.
I heard rumors that you were going to specifically make a rogue pirate deck.
Yes, I can confirm those rumors are in fact true. Let me start though. We're just gonna see how this goes.
Ooh, hello.
I'm sure I'm hoping you have no way of removing him, or else I just wasted a coin on a minion that can... Oh. Do you not have any secrets in your deck? Oh, it's a death rattle. I always get that confused.
Yeah.
Alright. So... Oh, this is so great. Big fan of this card. Oh, shit. I did that in the wrong order. I'm learning.
You're
Wow,
new to
that was
this game,
embarrassing.
technically.
Super bad play. Sorry, YouTube comments. Don't look at that. This stream isn't live yet, right? This is just a test.
Griffin, we've been live our whole lives, so to
Oh, God.
speak. Okay, so we get... Alright, let me...
Man, it would have been cool if I had played that card correctly. You done made a full-blown all Murlocs deck, huh?
No, I got this mad scientist right here.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
What do we got here? Oh, alright, well, sure.
Is there more than one cost Paladin secret? Or is it just the new one? You don't know, do you?
It's just the one. All paladin secrets cost 1. All secrets for each class cost the same. Like,
Yeah, that's what I figured.
all mage secrets cost 3. Because otherwise it would be like, you'd be able to tell what the secret is just by how much they spent.
Okay. Oh, what have you... Oh, yeah. That's right.
I'll take it.
Wow, that Murloc Tide Color is going to be quite the little powerful gentleman pretty soon, huh?
Okay, okie dokie.
Oh my god. These draws, dude, they're not great.
You told me that you were going to destroy me.
I did, but I forgot to mulligan. I just, like, didn't mulligan. And then, I screwed up that play right there at the beginning of the game. It's very embarrassing. I want to give this pirate deck another shot where I don't have all of my most expensive cards starting out. Just gonna look at the... Yep, someone just yelled at me. Guessing that's not gonna be the first time and only time.
Seer235 says, I'm glad to see Phil finally came around on Murlocs. They're the gobos of Warcraft, and they love Phil. I wouldn't say that I came around on them. I would say that the cards that we got gave me no choice.
Yeah, that's a diplomatic way of putting it. Good God.
Whatever. I'm feeling good about this. Feeling quite good.
Super glad to hear that. Well, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Feed the fish, landlubber.
No. Cannon. Clearly the wrong target.
I love that ship's cannon, though. I do like that card a lot.
I'm glad to hear that, Phil.
Got 105 people watching. That's kind of ridiculous. I apologize in advance to all of you. Apparently, I have heard there's some people having trouble actually logging in right now, which, you know, not shocking, but...
Why don't you just go ahead and take this one, take the belt for this preliminary match. Got some new cards I'm finding.
Let's hold on here, not so fast. Let's see what else we can get
Well,
going
that's
on here.
fatal. God, I hate it when you do this to me. God, this is my least favorite thing that you do, Phil. This is the absolute worst Phil Kohler trait.
Get rid of that.
Oh God, Phil, you are the worst dude.
Ah, there we go. Sand the Sly wants to know if we will play a few games with Grand Tournament only decks.
Check this shit out. Haha! I set myself free. That's basically. I mean, most of the stuff I've put together is. It's not entirely Grand Tournament only, but I definitely like prioritize.
I think what I'm going to do is, so Griffin, you need to bounce in like an hour-ish, a little less.
Yes, I need to go. I need to go in about 45 minutes.
I'm going to keep streaming. I'm going to pull Nick Robinson in, Polygon's own Nick Robinson, and I think I'm going to do an arena run. And what I'm going to do in that arena run is, anytime I have a choice, anytime there are Grand Tournament cards, I need to pick them over anything else.
Why don't we say the leftmost Grand Tournament card?
Let's try. Okay, let's not do Paladin again. I have 2 Paladin decks, but let's not.
All right. I'm gonna take you back to Pirate City.
Okay, you're not giving up on pirates.
Not until I win a game with this. So we kept getting Sky Captain Idiot. I think it's his full name.
Sky Captain Crag.
Sky Captain Dumbass. We both got him. He's the worst. And then I bought more packs because I felt so bad about the packs I had already bought.
And you got a second one.
Yeah. Still not a great opening draw. So maybe next game? Yeah.
Oh, I'm feeling real good about mine. I'm
good.
Let's just coin into Wild Growth. Classic
opening move. Classic opening move from Phil Kohler. Gaining a lot of tempo.
Polygon in the YouTube comments says, Griffin, sunken cost fallacy, McElroy. I don't even know what that means, really.
Yeah, me neither. I also don't know who put that there.
Probably Nick Robinson.
Did we get hacked? Oh, shit. You're going to have a lot of mana crystals, huh?
I'm going to have all the mana. Give me one of every mana crystal, please.
Unfortunately for you. God, these cards are bad. Wow, what a bad deck.
Matthew Brooks says, 50 packs, 3 legendaries, 2 of them were Skeleton King. I managed to get 3 legendaries, one of which was golden. But I don't want to ruin which one was golden yet, because you'll see it soon.
It's a pretty good one, though. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
So I just drew one of the legendaries I got, which is very exciting.
Oh, so did you get more?
Yeah. I got one more.
You didn't just get another Sky Captain Craig?
No, I mean, I did get another Sky Captain Craig, but I got one more on top of that.
Cool.
2-5, huh? Okay, now we can start having some fun. Ooh, interesting. Okay, hold on, let me think about this.
Dropkick Channel says, does Phil mispronounce Griffin's last name to get in his head for sick mind games? Griffin, how do you pronounce your last name?
McElroy?
Yeah, that's how I pronounce it. I think that's how I pronounce it.
You don't usually say McElroy. You do? I feel like maybe you do say McElroy.
I don't. It's totally possible that I've said that by mistake from time to time, but I try not to.
Yeah.
Alex Carswell Jr. says, Griffin, can I ask something? And then a big smiley. I say just ask it. Just go ahead.
Nice. All right, starting to get those combos going.
Apparently, there were people saying I said Mick Elroy. It's possible that I did. I usually say McElroy.
Oh, I see somebody said they dusted the Acid Maw. That's such a good, fun card. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Get it out there. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, that's really very, very good. I didn't even think about that, but Innervate is going to be like an Inspire factory.
Yeah. Yeah. Innervate seems nice for that.
All right, let me think. That'd be 2. 3 minus 3 is 1. Get 5.
Did you make a priest deck?
No, I haven't messed with that yet. 2. Okay. I think I mathed this out correctly.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow.
And then...
Alright,
Yeah.
well, that's pretty good.
This deck's doing some stuff.
Take a walk in the
A
wild.
Dread Corsair is just not a very good card. What did you just do? Give a friendly beast +3 health? That's the worst.
Wild Walker. It's turned in from a
hate that.
3/5 into a 3/8, which is not terrible.
Yeah.
What you got there?
Sand the Sly says Polygon versus Crip. Let's go. I'm pretty sure Crip would like somehow get us to delete our game. Like that's how bad Crip would destroy us. Oh boy. Whew. Whew. Some big numbers up there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to spin these numbers.
Quadra Phoenix says, I'm legit looking forward to trying out Totem Shaman. It seems totally viable. I definitely put together a Totem Shaman deck. Checked out Hearthstone and some early like Totem Shaman decks that people had put together just based off of the card announcements before anyone has played it. I think it can work. Nathan says, always go face, which apparently you listen to.
Half. I half listened to it.
Andrew Sands says, that's a dank shiv you got there, Mick Elroy.
Thanks, bro. But now it's gone. I'm gonna miss it.
Unleash the beast.
Oh, shit.
That's fun.
Oh. Phil.
It's fun.
Yeah, but I would have gone for this guy.
Oh, I'm fine with that. You take your coins.
I got a coin.
Enjoy it.
I'm very excited about it. I'm also pretty excited about this.
Sand the Sly wants to know if either of us are running a dank priest confused deck. I don't think either of us made a.
Priest deck?
A priest deck yet, which is kind of silly.
No, not yet.
Kind of silly. Whew.
I can't believe you didn't kill that cut. So if you had attacked that cut purse and taken the damage from the cut purse, would it have made the coin, or do I have to make the cut purse attack you?
Let's find out.
If you give me another coin, that would be pretty dope.
No, it looks like.
Yeah, I have to actually attack
Willie
you. Okay,
asks if you are trying to create a pirate combo deck.
I wasn't just trying, my boy. I done did it. Boom! Shakalaka!
From the dead.
How could you possibly
nice.
deal 4 damage?
Is that a new Barak, huh?
Yeah. The not shitty legendary I got.
Where shall I strike?
Oh, you don't want that. Oh, God.
Oof.
Oh, my God.
I think you're gonna take this one.
Oh, God. Oh, Phil.
What's up? What's going on?
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Phil.
Feed the fish, landlubber.
Are you ready for this?
No!
Yes!
That's gonna be you won the game because okay, you spent so long talking about how much you hate Skycap and Craig.
Skycat and Greg just won me the game. That's
then you just-
unbelievable! What a great, amazing card, and I feel So bad for anybody that doesn't have that incredible card.
You shouldn't have dusted the extra one you got.
Well, you can only have one
You
legendary
should
in a
have just
deck.
gone with it. You should have just gone with it. Let's try
Gone
it.
with it just for looks?
Let's try Totem Bros Incorporated. Let's do this.
Okay, can I keep using this pirate deck? Because I'm kind of...
Make something else. What are you doing? Do you need to take a moment and make something?
No, I've made a couple of other ones. Okay. I just don't know if they're especially good. I'm gonna use this one. In the second pack, or the second lot of packs I bought, I got a ton of golden cards. So I ended up getting like 6,000 dust out of all of them.
Nice.
Good for Skycap and Crag though. Damn. This one I'm not especially psyched about. I just got a bunch of new hunter cards.
Andrew Sand says, if this video isn't renamed Skycap and Crag's Revenge, immediately I'm unsubscribing from Polygon.
Listen, I'm done talking shit about Skycap and Crag. I think because there's a lot of pirate cards that are weapon-based, and now there's even more like... Okay. There's like a lot of great new pirate cards. I'm gonna make that work. I'm also very excited about the new hunter cards.
Chase says Skycap and Crag and the World of Tomorrow. It's a movie.
It's pretty good.
Sand the Sly says, I got 7 tournament attendees.
So I'm gonna lose every joust.
2 to 7 legend to attendee ratio. Oh, thank you. Oh, so this is like a Hunter Beast deck you've got going on here?
Yeah, well, it's just a Hunter every new card deck. The problem is that it's not especially top heavy.
Sure.
And so I'm going to lose any jousts that I try to compete in.
Nick asks, overall, are y'all glad you bought the 50 packs for $50 thing? Your 50 packs weren't very good, Griffin, so I have to imagine you're not super happy.
I mean, whatever. I'm excited to have new cards, and I'm excited to play Hearthstone a whole lot again. I don't enjoy getting into like the value proposition of Hearthstone because it's like, I don't know.
It's one of those things too where it's like it's a game that I play so much
right.
that it's hard for me to say like, oh well, it really wasn't worth it.
I think I'm gonna do this.
Brandon Beck says, I got so many goddamn Murloc Knights that it stopped counting. Only said 9+. That's amazing.
Put this apple on your head.
Oh god. That's a fun trick.
Quadrophenic asks if either of us have made a bolster warrior. I did get a ton of bolsters, but I have not made a bolster warrior.
Not anything with it yet, yeah. Well, Leok, you're the worst.
It's not what you were looking for?
No. Leok gets me every time, man.
Hey, catch!
Yeah, let's do that.
Uh-oh, you woke up the bear.
Oh, I forgot about the new hunter secret. I like that secret. That's a fun
I do
one.
too.
That's fun.
It's really good. I mean, you have to wait for it, but 2 mana for the Iron Fur Grizzly is really good.
Did you bring some fish?
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh, shit. So that's any totem.
Any totem. Any totem
How much?
in the darn game.
That's a 3 card. That's a great card.
It could be that totem that has attack. It could be a
Shit.
flame tongue totem. Will E says, "Mess with the trap, you get the bear." It's a classic phrase that we all grew up hearing.
Well, shit.
Willie also asked what legendary we're planning to craft first. You have enough to craft one.
Yeah, I was looking at all of them, and I honestly, I don't, other than Varian Wren, which seems pretty baller, I don't feel like there's like a really great standout legendary for the new stuff. At least not that it's like inherently obvious. Please no. Please no. Shit. This is going to be a really, really good deck, Phil.
Which, the Shaman Totem?
Yeah, the one you're
Totem
using
Shaman?
now is really good. Well, farts.
I really want Adric the Pure, just to complete my Paladin set. I also... Ooh. I still love this effect. I also really want the Priest one. Paltris? That's her name, right?
Are you kidding? I just got another Hunter's Mark for my Hunter's Mark.
Nice.
Yeah. I kind of wasted those Hunter's Marks, but I wanted to draw shit that wasn't Hunter's Mark again. Oh, great. Thank you for that.
Dat Lothab. Yeah, Sand the Sly says, before creating legendaries, it always makes sense to wait for the meta to settle, see what decks are going to be popular.
Man, this is bad, bro. You got me dead to rights.
Raf920 says 2 legends and 2 golden legends in those 50 packs. That seems pretty good to me.
That's extremely good.
Seems very, very good.
Oh, God.
And Nick says it looks like the server latency issues from earlier this morning have calmed down a bit. Certainly on the North American servers, at least. Seems like stuff's okay. Sounds like the EU servers might still be having problems.
Hey, all right.
Oh, there's your Huffer. There he is. Dropkick Channel says, I crafted Justicar because it's too much fun to pass up. I believe Justicar is the one that it gives you an improved hero power.
Yeah, that's true.
It does seem super cool. Ugh. Man, that's good. Yeah, apparently EU servers are still messed up.
All right.
Ooh, alrighty.
God. So all of your shit is based around playing cards that summon other cards.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I think the idea. So I got a lot of the cards in this deck are from a.
This is gonna be delicious.
A deck I saw on Hearthstone. Ooh, what are you?
Oh, fuck off!
Nailed it. But I think the idea behind stuff like Piloted Shredder and Lothab is just like, those are just still really good cards.
Yeah. God, that was terrible. Young Dragonhawk. Sorry for yelling a swear word, everybody.
I don't think
You might be watching this at work. No, I tried to curb it, but that was preposterous. Oh, good. So just infinite totems then?
Give me all them totems, please. There's the guy that I want.
Oh, Phil, you're so dead.
Well, thank you, Quadrophoenic. I'm glad you're enjoying our stream. I know we are far from the...
Oh, he throws bananas!
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's a nice little animation. I know we are far from the most talented Hearthstone players, but I'm glad you enjoy this nonetheless. That's actually... Muckless Champion seems real good if you can get off a hero power.
Jeez, that was a really good draw. Well, hearts.
Polygon, this is Nick Robinson again, I believe, says, if you're watching a Hearthstone stream at work without headphones on, what are you doing?
That's a great question. Well, man.
And Sam the Sly says, "Don't worry, the only person who heard you swear was my mother, probably." Fuck.
Whew. This Mookla's champion isn't as dope as I maybe originally thought it was.
Oh. I got that Nerebar Weblore. I was like, wait, why do some of my guys cost more? And then I found out
Oh,
why.
good. I was hoping that would be the case. Oh, no, no, no.
I feel like your Mookless champion's pretty rad. I mean, if you keep it alive long enough to get that boost off once, it's good. Here you're going to get it off twice, in theory anyways.
No, I can only use it once.
Wait, what?
Oh, but I hear what you're saying.
You're going
I
to
thought
get
you
it
were saying
again
I could
now.
use it. Yeah. Jeez, God, you have so much bad stuff on the board.
Nick says, I identify heavily with that card, as I am also a Weblord. It's really... He makes us refer to him as the Weblord?
It's true, I hate it.
It really makes me uncomfortable.
Well...
Quickly.
Well, thank you, Michael. Michael says, I really like Polygon. I'm not a big fan, but I appreciate you saying...
I think it's okay.
Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
Okay. Feeling good now.
Oh, this Weblord has got to go.
I've got the beast.
You're just trying to get rid of him? Oh, you piece of shit!
There is a lot at stake.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I forgot to attack. What
Yeah,
did
right.
I just do? I forgot to attack with my Totem Golem. That's maybe
Well,
a
if it makes you
mistake.
feel any better, I have no cards I can play. Do I have Fatal on you?
I'm pretty sure you have Fatal on me if you do this.
6, 10, 14, 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have well over Fatal.
Woo!
Nick says, this Weblord has got to go. I can hear you, Phil.
People just got so angry at you in the comments. Why didn't you
Yeah,
attack?
Listen,
You really gave the game away.
I'm really, I don't think I gave the game away. I don't think I was going to win anyways. Also, I'm very high right now. That's
I
not
like that
true.
too. Lock and Load is really good. I'm actually, now, after that win, I'm more into Mookla's Champion. Yeah, it's a neutral card. You can use it in any deck. I got time for maybe a couple more.
Yeah, let's do
Before I
it.
gotta run. Gotta go see an eye doctor about my eyes.
He's going to be like, you need to stop playing Hearthstone so much.
Versus Jaina.
Oh, so we got Mage
Oh,
versus
Mage
Mage,
fight.
but I've got the real Mage. You know, Medieval.
Okay.
The real one.
Well, I've got the one that I didn't have to spend money
Maybe
on.
spend some fucking money.
I spent a
Scrub.
ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot. You spent a
spent
lot
a-
of money.
A preposterous amount of funds.
Jeff says, Phil, how mad were you when you found out there was a Murloc Paladin card? I made a Murloc Paladin deck, so
So not
Not-
very.
not mad enough.
Du-du-du.
Alan says, I got the legend. He got the legendary that gives the opposing player a copy of every spell you use. Lorewalker Cho, that's what he's saying. I think that's what it is.
Damn, my mailman just like slam dunked my mail into my mailbox. I like it's, you can probably hear that from home, folks. That was my mailman just like.
Can you
going
get
to
your
town.
mailman on the mic here? Let's interview him.
He's just like, "Bloody!" Interesting. How do I want to enjoy this one last round with my Sorcerer's Apprentice alive? Let me just get some card advantage going. Well, come on. Shut up.
San asks, what time is it over there? It's 1:15 where I am. Griffin, where you are.
It's 3:13 where I am, which is weird because it's typically the time zones they don't like alter the minutes. Oh, interesting.
That. Brandon says, I played a tavern brawl the other week where, thanks to Echo of Medivh, there were 6 Lorewalker Chos on the board.
That's really
The game
rough.
could barely keep up. That's amazing.
I wonder.
Nick asks how the $9.99 mage skin is paying off. I'm going to show you right now.
Nothing can stop me. Nothing.
My magic will tear
I
you
appreciate
apart.
that.
I'm pretty into it.
Well played.
What do you think of this play? Oh yeah, the options are limitless.
Oh. Okay. Let's,
What was that Tim Allen grunt you just did?
I've got a good one. I got one that you're going to be excited to see. A friend of ours, who I think you're going to be real excited when they hit the board.
But I'm not excited though, is the thing.
Andrew says Medivh is actually a pretty alright guy once you get to know him. I agree with that.
I appreciate that.
I wonder.
You're gonna do something brutal with him.
Will says that play was the Totino's Pizza Rolls of plays. I don't know which play he means, but...
No, flame cannon, wrong one. Dumb idiot. Idiot random card. So stupid.
Nothing can stop me.
You're gonna just annihilate me with that guy, aren't you? Well, now he has 1 less health, so what are you gonna do about that? Nothing. It just
I'll
happened.
show you what I'm going to do about that.
I'm gonna guess you're gonna name
Boom!
the lake, and I don't think you've. What? That's
Wow.
awesome.
I got the... You got a really good one? I got the worst possible card.
I got a card from another class, and the implications of how it's gonna work with this class are pretty amazing.
So, here's where you're wrong.
Check this shit out.
Yeah, people asking when there's going to be a Paladin skin. Trust me, I want to know, because I'm buying that shit immediately.
I'm not actually that in love with this.
All right.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Cleared the
Yeah,
board.
it's okay.
Ugh.
Come on.
Oh, yes!
Oh my god. I'm gonna just tell you what card I have because I'm not gonna play it.
What? What did you
I
get?
might play it actually to kick off another dumb thing I have. All right.
I'm gonna tell you that the first card I got from the first Spellslinger was Call Pet.
Okay, that's pretty good. I got Shield Slam.
Not good.
All right. Let me think about this. Has to be a way I can kill you.
I believe in you.
Yeah, thank you.
Mark points out that sticky icky.
Check this out. I got a biscuit.
You got an eviscerate, huh? Nicely
That's
done.
pretty cool.
All right, well.
God, I wish I had ice armor in this deck because then
Frigid
Shield Slam would
Snowball.
actually be really.
I don't think
rad.
I got one of these. The Snowbolt. That is new, right?
Yeah, it's decent. I like it.
Well,
Oh, there it is. You. Oh no. Oh no.
And
That's the
get
worst.
this call pet in here.
So wait, did you draw that confuse?
I got that from the spell
that's-
slinger.
I'm really happy for you, actually. I can't be mad about that.
It's as people in the chat said, the official card of stoners.
Yeah. All right, let me see here.
Mark says, "Get stoned, Griffon." I don't know why he called you Griffon.
I enjoy raiding.
Will says, "I wonder if decks like Freeze Mage will become less good now that the Inspire and Joust mechanics are pushing the game for slower value." I think Freeze Mage has been less good for a while.
Yeah, I feel like rush decks, like in general, are not that was strictly. Oh god, you big game hunter again. Oh
The
shit.
Game Hunter is 7 and higher anyways, so...
Oh, that's right. Oh no. This is not going good.
Someone at Nick says someone at Blizzard twisted a knob to make Phil 50% more likely to get that card than others. Thanks. Draw Zombie says that they love the stream. Thank you. Thank you for watching
Thanks.
and glad you
Thank
enjoy
you.
it.
Thanks for subscribing, donate. You
Kier-
get an exclusive key on your keyboard.
Kieran
God, this
says, "I liked Phil's review of Until Dawn. I'll be buying it." I'm glad you enjoyed the review. And I'm glad, you know what, that's important to me, that like someone can read a review and the score is 6.5 and they still get out of it and say, I want to buy this game. Like that's what I want to get across, what the game is, and if it's something you can dig, not say like, don't buy it because it's a 6.5.
Time runs out on me.
I am freed from the curse.
Will says, yep, all Blizzard operators are on knobs, switches, and tubes.
Froze your shit, bro. Check your shit. It's all frozen and broken. God bless it, those fireballs. I thought we were doing new fun cards. You're using old great cards. Sludge Belcher. The worst. See if I had Polymorph.
Polymorph it into a boar.
I don't think I have that.
Nick says, freeze decks are like the black discard or land destruction decks in Magic the Gathering in terms of just being zero fun to play against. So that's how I feel about the Grim Patron Warrior. Just no fun at all,
Knowledge is power, and
in my humble opinion.
know a lot.
Hold on 1 second, Griffin. I'll be right back.
Is it you taking a bio break? Should I end my turn and then? Oh God, Phil! Oh, Phil.
Time runs out on me.
I'm back. I made it.
Hi. That was a quick pee.
No, there's a package at the door, a delivery for Philco. Oh, you have a secret up?
Uh-huh. What could it be? Nobody knows.
Interesting.
Shh, don't tell. Don't tell anyone. My secret.
I'm gonna take a chance.
You require my assistance.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh, sweet God. Well, that was ridiculous.
Okay, I feel good about that.
Oh, thank God.
Alex says, I wish one of you had a Monster Bong hit soundboard to play every time there's a moment of silence. We could arrange that for future streams.
All right, think. Think, Griffin. Think, you stupid idiot. You can do this. You're better than this.
I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe you could still take it. You could still go all the way. Oh, that flame lance. Yeah, I'm definitely not running that. Those are pretty good plays.
They're okay. Pretty sure you still got me, though. Because you did just draw that fireball.
Dropkick Channel says Griffin is the human bong hit soundboard already.
Oh, that's true. Let me do one while you burn my ass apart. Oh. Dank. Rip.
San asks
Philip-
for a rap air horn sound drop for every dank play.
Well, that's all of them, so that would get like, really annoying.
Do you got to bounce? Do you got to go?
Let me see how far it is away to the ophthalmologist. I could come back and play more, but I won't be able to see shit, probably.
I would be curious how that affects your play.
Do-do-do-do.
Alex says, I would love to hear. I would just love to hear Griffin scream at a young Dragonhawk, and then Phil hit that bong so hard.
All right, I got time for one more. I have
Cool.
11 minutes.
Cool. All right, let's do this. Let's do a fast
And
one.
I'll be rolling up to the docks right on time, just cruising in like, what's up? I only made 3 decks, though, so I'm going to go ahead and play my favorite one again.
A noob is asking what secret that you had there.
I had Effigy.
Okay, it was
and
Effigy.
So if if you had killed anything, it would draw a random enemy at the same cost. Somebody, Mark Trant, asked if I had glaucoma. Because if so, I have something that might help with that. That's pretty cool. No, I'm partially blind in my left eye.
Is that true?
And, that is true. And so I'm going to go see a guy about it. So every game I lose at Hearthstone, it's because of that partial blindness. It's
Yeah.
because of my vision impairment.
Well met.
Oh,
well
God,
met,
what a bad
well
draw.
met.
If it helps, my draw is not
Not so dank.
not too much better here.
Reporting for duty.
I just have poor eyesight. That's my thing.
Yeah,
just
see, I
can't
got
see.
both. Which is pretty tight.
Alan asks, "How do you play the Virtual Boy then?" Pretty good question. Quadrophrenic says, "I got a fucked up left eye too, man. I feel so close to you." Ugh.
I don't actually have glaucoma. Seeing some people express surprise about my my announcement.
Tender Green says, "Simple solution: replace that eye with a glass one."
Well, then
Colin,
I'd be
Colin
completely
says,
blind.
"I don't have eyes," so
That's pretty good.
it seems like you're setting
My
yourself
pirate
up,
deck is taking you to school right now?
setting yourself up pretty all right here.
Reporting
Oh,
for
shit.
duty for justice.
God, that card is really good.
San asks, "Did those polygon positions get filled? Are you guys not privy to that yet?" We were hiring 3 spots, and I believe that we've not officially announced that we've hired anyone yet.
I literally don't know.
Yeah, to be clear, neither Griffin nor I are actually involved in the hiring process because
No,
they
are
know
you
not
kidding?
to do
Look
that.
At us. Do you want us in charge? Look at us. Do you want us in charge of this process?
Look at what we're doing here.
To battle.
Dropkick Channel says, real story, I'm a child of divorce, and for Christmas in 1995, I got a virtual boy from each of my parents' sides of the family. I have 2 virtual boys.
Oh no! Listen. I'm also a child of divorce, but nothing in my life is that tragic. That's real sad.
Shitbirds.
I wonder.
Huh.
Ivano asks, "What are your favorite games?" I'm not a fan of Hearthstone. I can tell you that
No.
right now.
It's actually a really bad game. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate for the
Nice.
first time. It's the first Monster Hunter game I've gotten into. I've gotten real deep into it.
Some good stuff.
And you have just completely dismantled all my shit with that one Muster for Battle play. Somebody's saying, can we spoil Phil's hand for Griffin? I actually have my window over the actual YouTube video. Ooh, shit. So I can't see that, and also you're delayed like a minute.
For justice.
Oh my god.
Roman says, saddest story in 6 words. For sale, Virtual Boys. Never played. I like that because it's like an English major joke.
Oh man.
Alan says, who would be the best Hearthstone amiibo?
God, if I had one more mana, I could completely annihilate you right now. Shit.
Yeah, Sand suggests Dr. Boom is the best Hearthstone amiibo. I like that one. James says, props for going for a career in one of the most visual mediums of work possible with a messed up eye, Griffin.
Thanks, bro. It's not like I'm directing traffic.
It's more important than that.
Man, this sucks. That was a bad play. Yeah, there's that competitive spirit.
Not on my watch.
Charge. For justice. The battle. Reporting.
Unbelievable. Those are gonna be some beefy boys.
Colin says, you direct internet traffic.
That's really good.
The Tender Greens kind of made the same joke as well.
That's good though. Still,
Good stuff.
still, both can be good. Well, this sucks.
I mean, you've been playing with a lot of amiibos lately, Griffin. Would you would you want a Hearthstone amiibo? Would you do that?
The last thing I need is more avenues for spending money.
They've already got too much money for it. What was that?
I just needed to combo this dude. I've had him sitting in my hand
Okay,
like a
that's...
pile of bricks for no reason.
You know what? That's fair.
You're gonna kill me next turn. I haven't been able to get anything going this game. It's almost like this deck isn't very good.
My deck... what I'm discovering about my deck is that I may have too many weapons. Nice.
Good lord! You jousted the shit out of me.
That's like the best possible.
You jousted my brains out.
The battle. The battle.
This is my responsibility.
Play that for free.
I am freed from the curse.
Reporting.
Oh, God. Well, now I know you have Tyrion in your deck.
Sue335 says, Phil, you may have had lethal if you equipped another weapon. Yeah, I definitely had something resembling lethal there.
But now you done goofed. now I got you.
Quadra Phoenix says, Sword of Justice might just be my favorite card in the game. A lot of people don't like Sword of Justice. I love Sword of Justice. Oh, no. Oh,
Shut
no.
up to the party.
Oh. Oh, hell.
Oh hell no, he couldn't. Well, he's not gonna do very much though, is he? Oh Lord. Oh man. People are like saying to play cards that I literally don't. No, I don't know. I don't only like not have some of the cards you're telling me to play. I don't own any of them. Oh, somebody said to play Black Lotus, and now I realize that's a Magic the Gathering joke. Okay. All right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Did you get a good card, buddy?
Take this blade.
Now, let me go. Let me go one more round here. Don't kill yourself here, because I want to. A spat says, Griffin, I'm in a hurry. Phil, I don't give a fuck.
I'll let you go one more round to kill me in style.
Yeah, I just want to show off my stuff.
Oh shit, I gotta go. Quick! Kill me, quick! Quick, 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 quick!
Okay.
Great.
Bye, Griffin.
Great job. Thank job.
You have a good...
Hey everyone, have a dank
think.
day! I really will. I'll be back in maybe like an hour and a half if you're still playing, then I'll
Okay,
hop back on.
cool.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Alright, I'm actually going to take a very short bathroom break, and then I'm going to pull in Nick Robinson. I think we're going to do an arena run, and I'll maybe even let you guys vote on which class that I play as, but we will be right back in just a moment. Alright. Back and ready to go. Calling up Nick Robinson right now.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Nick. You're live on the
What's
internet.
up? Oh no, it's all real.
Well, it's not. It's the internet, so it's not quite real.
Nothing here counts because it's not real life. Are we gonna do an arena run? Is that what's happening?
I think that's what we're gonna do. So Nick, people who've watched all of the Stoners Nation videos know that you do play some Hearthstone. However, you were saying earlier that you're mostly an arena boy.
Yeah, I think just to expand on that a little bit, in terms of like where I land on Hearthstone, I would say that I'm about I think toilet rank is the official term for where I'm at.
Oh, so you're
I rank
usually
around
ranked in
toilet level.
the toilet level.
Yeah, I'm level 30 in ranked, which is weird. It doesn't seem like that's possible, but I'm actually ranked 30. My rank has managed to go down from where I started.
That doesn't seem possible.
Yeah, but they made an exception for me because I'm very, very bad at the game. No, yeah, I mostly play arena, but check this out. My longest run in arena, 4 wins.
Well, that's not
I've been-
great.
Not awesome, and I've been playing since the beta, so I don't know what that says about me as a player.
I mean, listen, I'm not good at arena a lot of times. I'm actually gonna pull up a quick poll here, making a quick straw poll,
Ooh.
pasting that
For which,
into the chat right now, and people can vote on which class to play.
I like that idea. And then from there, are you gonna stick to your your promise of mostly or trying to entirely pick Grand Arena cards when possible or Grand
Tournament? Yeah, no. Whenever choices come up, if there's only one Grand Tournament card, I'm going to pick the Grand Tournament card. If there are multiple Grand Tournament cards, then obviously I'll have a little bit more choice, so that'll be good. It looks like
I'll level with
Shaman
you.
is taking the lead here very quickly.
Early this morning, I did attempt an arena run.
With the new
I had
cards?
time for yes, I had time for one game. I did not win it.
Okay.
Unbelievably.
Did
but
you
I
get a
found
lot
it,
of
like,
good cards?
No, but also I don't trust myself to know what is and isn't good. I
Sure.
will tell you that I didn't have, like, I was trying to get as many Grand Tournament cards as possible, and it was like maybe 15 of them were. So this is going to be a challenge.
We're going to roll with Shaman, it looks like.
Okie doke. Away we go.
All right, well, right off the bat, we've got 3 choices with only one that is a Grand Tournament card. The Charged Hammer.
We have to do it.
Your hero power becomes deal 2 damage. I think is that permanently? Like your hero power just changes to that, and you don't summon totems anymore?
I think so, because it's a death rattle thing,
Yeah.
right? So it's like, it's gone. That's your life now.
That'll be interesting. All right, here I'm going to pull the Novice Engineer, I think. Blackwing Corruptor can be good, but obviously we don't know if we're going to get any dragons. Mogashan Ward's not great, but Novice Engineer is at least card draw. Let's do that.
Colin Murray points out that if there is no expansion card, we have to pick the leftmost card just to keep it in line with Stoner's tradition. No?
Fireguard Destroyer I am taking 100%. Bone Guard Lieutenant, it looks like, is our Grand Tournament card here. Inspire,
There we
gain
go.
1 health. That seems cool. Let's do it. All right, we got 2 Grand Tournament cards. The Dragonhawk Rider, who gains Wind Fury from Inspire, or a Charge. That's 2/1, but with Divine Shield. Both 3 cost.
Yeah, choices.
I think I like the 2/1 Charge.
Yeah, it's not as it's like the less interesting of the two, but also better.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's the less like I think this is more interesting. I think this is more likely to be actually useful, probably.
I don't like the idea of a card where I have to pay to keep it having Wind Fury,
Yeah,
which is essentially what it's asking us to do.
yeah, and a 3/3 for 3 isn't great, anyways. All right, this Totem Golem, which I think is great. I think this card is awesome, so I'm happy with that.
Ace Tylan is asking, how are Grand Tournament cards marked? Last time I played Hearthstone, there weren't expansions yet. So if you look behind the card text, you can see kind of a symbol emblazoned into it, and that tells you which expansion it's from.
Yeah, so in this case, like these 2, you're seeing just this little swirly. That's just like the original pack, like the original set. I could go
And then when there's no
Unbound or
symbol, it's
Stormforged
basic.
here. I could be happy with either of these. I'm gonna actually go. with the
Quadriphrenic
Unbound.
says, I suppose shouting our arena picks into the chat is futile, what with the stream delay. You know what? I'm finding that the delay on YouTube is not that bad, but
It's not
also,
too bad.
like, but we're not going to spend 30 seconds on each pick here, I don't think.
Tournament Attendee is our new one. So you can see here's the Grand Tournament sign. It's a little like shield, and the gear here means it's from Goblins versus Gnomes. So take that Tournament Attendee. Refreshment Vendor, restore 4 health to each hero. This is a weird one. We're gonna
I like it from
try
a
and
flavor perspective.
yeah, we'll try and make it work. Mogor's Champion, 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy, and 8/5. What a shitty card. Okay.
Dude, I love ogres so much. I love them. They're so stupid.
All right, so here's all Grand Tournament ones. We've got the Ice Rager, which is
nice.
terrible. Captured Jormungar, which is all right. I think this is okay.
Just a vanilla beast.
And a Clockwork Knight, which requires other mechs, which I don't think we have. So I'm going to go with the Jormungar, actually.
You captured him.
Boom. We captured him. Okay. We could do the Whirling Zap-O-Matic or the Ironbeak Owl here. I think Whirling Zap-O-Matic's a good 2-drop. I was reading something last night, actually, on the Hearthstone Reddit about Whirling Zap-O-Matic. People were having a discussion about it. And this is like one of those cards where, like, it's a good 2-drop because it's just a good 2-drop, but also, if it actually survives, it can become, like, a game-winning card.
I have definitely had someone deal 6 damage to me on turn 3 with that thing,
Yeah.
just because the things did not work out for me.
All right, looks like we're going with this North Sea Kraken.
I like that battle cry a lot.
Yeah, it's just getting to turn 9 to use it is kind of crazy.
Well,
Another
we're
Argent
playing
Horse
Arena, so
Rider.
it-
Right.
Really would've
Elemental
liked that
Destruction.
Kraken,
Deal 4 to 5 damage
Overload
to all
5.
minions. All minions?
all minions, all units, but overload 5, so you essentially don't get a next turn if you play that on turn 3. You skip a turn.
I have 3 cards with Battle Cry.
Phil, you gotta pick it.
Crowd favorite or Elemental Destruction? Which one do you think?
You play a card with Battle Cry. That's just, I want to see Elemental Destruction, because I want to see you lose a game because you played it. That's why I'm voting for
Alright,
it.
well. I can't be mad at that. Okay. I think of these, Stone Splitter Trog is the best, and I want more 2-drops, so I'm going to do that.
Do you
Bloodlust.
have any taunt in this deck right now?
I think we have a little bit of taunt. We have got this
Oh, yeah.
tournament attendee.
This guy. Great.
You know.
Perfect. You'll be
Uh,
safe for 1 turn.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I don't like doing taunt-heavy decks anyways. Zombie Chow. Take that. Take a lightning
we see-
bolt.
There we go. I want to see some more removal in here.
Okay, so we've got the Thunder Bluff Valiant, which gives my totems +2 attack. Or we've got the Armored Warhorse.
Oh, I'm gonna go Valiant on
Yeah,
this.
I think Valiant's the right choice. I'm with you on that.
I like seeing things with Inspire on them that actually involve your hero ability.
Let's get another Fire Guard Destroyer. Let's get... Here's the Wind Fury Dragonhawk Rider. We got one anyways.
Quadra points out that they want to see the animation for Elemental Destruction, and I agree.
Yeah,
excited.
I'm curious what it looks like, for sure. Let's grab a Hex here. That's always important.
That's me. There's me.
There's
the Web Lord.
The Web Lord himself.
Back at it again.
I guess let's get a Wind Speaker. I don't really like any of those choices. Grab a second Hex. This isn't a great deck.
Yeah, I mean, we set up some
Elemental.
rules up front that ensured it would never be great, so...
Refreshment Vendor. Ugh.
There he is. I played with him a little bit in Tavern Brawl.
Okay.
He's weird. He's a weird boy.
Alright, so this is our final choice here.
Oh, man. And what a choice it is.
Imp Master's pretty good. Stampede and Kodo's pretty good. It's one of these two.
Does the Refreshment Vendor... Sorry, does he only affect...
Probably want the Imp Master.
Does Refreshment Vendor affect all characters? Or just the players?
Oh, that real Chewbacca is very annoying, huh? I'll just put that user in a timeout.
There you go. So, wait, Refreshment Vendor, will
It's
he heal...
both.
Okay, so Imp Master then, and just heal her, and you keep getting
But it's
imps
heroes.
forever and
It's
ever. Amen.
heroes, not...
Oh, it's heroes. Okay, not characters. Never mind. I think Kodo is kind of
We'll go with the
a
Kodo.
safe pick here.
I like Imp Master a
Alright.
lot, but I think... Whatever.
I just like Imp Master when I can like somehow pull together a silly combo with it in Arena.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, with Shaman, there's some synergy in the sense that if you get like a healing totem, it'll keep healing up the Imp Master too. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We're up against Red Ace Player here.
Fight with honor.
That's rap. Rap for short.
Let's get rid of that Elemental Destruction right now. Probably don't need that. Oh,
I think Charge
Colin,
Hammer seems
Colin
really
set
cool.
our little let's get stoned. That's our thing.
That's
it.
the catchphrase.
Let's get stoned.
Best seats ever.
I've got a lot of 2-1s in this deck.
That's the theme. You were making a 2-1 deck. So I'm excited for you to play the Bone Guard on turn 4 and immediately heal him up.
Yeah,
Will you do that for me?
that's my hope right now. Ugh.
Okay.
Ugh. That's really
Rude.
good. Oh my god.
They basically confusioned you.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here. Get up!
This sucks. Dropkick Channel says Horse Rider is just half of an Argent Commander, and that is good. Yeah, I generally agree with that.
Is it hammer time?
Ugh, I guess so.
Yay! Oh, let's see what the icon looks like for your hero. Oh, actually, I guess we have to wait till it's
Yeah.
run out of charges. That's kind of cool that, like, it's one of those rare cards where you're kind of actively trying to get the death rattle off.
Yeah.
And because it's a weapon, that just comes from multiple uses.
And also it's a 4 cost, so like the idea is like it's a 4 cost with 4 charges on the weapon, so like
So,
you're not
turn
going to
8,
get this
right?
for a long time.
Yeah. Are there cards in the game that you could use to, like, destroy your own weapon?
Let's get some people out here.
Elements guide me.
Matt Glassel says, I made a guy concede with my Totem Shaman deck. Is this the best expansion ever?
Kieran says, I miss Russ Frushtick and Chris Plant. The world hasn't been the same since those two passed away
Since they died, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a bummer.
in the Cataclysm.
Sometimes I'll be at, like, GDC or PAX walking around, and I'll swear that I see one of them off in the distance, but I think it's just my heart, my wishful thinking.
Oh, that's true. You can play another weapon over this to destroy it and still get the death rattle.
Is that card a class-specific weapon or no?
Yeah. All weapons are class specific, actually.
Oh.
There are no neutral weapons in the game. Can confirm.
Ooh, now it might actually be a good time for the vendor.
Yeah, actually.
Elements
You know?
guide me.
Because that way it doesn't benefit him at all.
Get your funnel cakes here.
Threw a carrot at me. I don't
There's
like
a lot
that.
of fruits and vegetables in this expansion. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like the fact that dude says something about funnel cakes and then he gives me a carrot. That seems rude, right?
I think that's false advertising. I think that's a borderline. Like, you couldn't do that in the UK. There are laws against that. It's deceptive.
It seems wrong to me.
Elements
Let's
guide
do
me.
this.
Are you a funnel cake fan?
Nah, I'm not a big funnel cake guy. How about you?
I don't know that I've ever met, like, a big funnel cake guy. But I probably like... I have a above average appreciation for funnel
Sure.
cakes.
Quadrophoenix says classic funnel cake bait and switch. Alan says I've had peanut butter funnel cake. That was extraordinary. Peanut butter funnel cake.
That would be good. I feel like if you take any warm dough and combine it
Jesus.
with peanut butter, you've already... Oh my god.
Come on.
Boom.
Oh. Well,
And it hit you. How often do you concede games, Phil? Hey, there's your new ability, though. That looks cool.
if I know I'm gonna lose, I usually concede. Like, I mean,
never-
if I
I've
know
never
they
considered
have,
the game
if I
class.
know that they have lethal, and that there's nothing else they're gonna do but kill me.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
I don't believe in it.
The light does not discriminate. I am
Oh boy.
ready.
Woof. This sucks.
Kind of weird that this deck didn't turn out to be the greatest arena deck of all time.
Well, we're also against, like, literally the first thing we got put against is a really good Paladin deck that had Ragnaros. Like,
Yep,
getting
good
Ragnaros
luck.
in Arena is not, like, common. Yeah, as Dropkick Channel says, so how about this Paladins draft, eh? Like, yeah.
He had a good draft.
I'm not trying to make excuses for mine. Like, this deck is, like I said, not great. But that Paladin got fucking Ragnaros and two shielded mini bots right off the bat. Yeah, what Kieran said is, I only concede if they already have lethal, but draw it out as long as they can. So basically, if they do what I do to Griffin every week, if they're pulling that shit on me, then I'm just like, whatever.
Right. Oh, if they're Phil Coloring you.
Yeah.
Oh, versus James.
Oh shit!
The other night I was
Jeff
watching.
Jeff in the chat just got Paltris as their first legendary. Nicely done.
What is Paltris?
That is the priest legendary, and that has an inspire of summoning a random legendary, which is kind of crazy.
You ever do that thing where you search for a Hearthstone card on Google and accidentally end up on the article on the WoW wiki for that character?
Yes,
I do that a lot.
that's why I usually put in like the name.
Wanna blow something up?
Oh yeah, Paltris is the random legendary minion. Every time you hero power, I love that. That's very silly.
Alan says the very first Pokemon booster pack I ever bought had a first edition Charizard.
I remember
I hope you like my invention.
one of my dad's friends went to Japan on a business trip when I was super young, and he came back with some gifts for me and my brother. It was a copy of Pokemon Yellow in Japanese, and 3 Pokemon boosters, 2 basic and 1 jungle.
Sure.
And there was me and my brother, but 3 booster packs. So the way it got split up was I got 2 basics and my brother got the jungle pack, which was like not really fair that I was getting 2 and he was getting 1. So we opened these Japanese boosters, and in his Japanese jungle pack, he got Mew, which was removed from the game for the American release of Jungle.
Okay.
So he actually got a card that like there was no way to get in America natively.
Nice.
So it all worked out. Happy ending.
This is excellent timing.
This is going well so far.
This is going better than that last game, that's for sure. I got the Unbound Elemental at the perfect time. Colin got a Sky Captain as well. Seems like a lot of Sky Captains floating around, so to speak.
Do you think that per rarity, cards are actually randomized? Like, is every legendary is equally rare? Do you think?
You know, it's hard to say. I don't want to. I think what Blizzard says is that they are.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we don't have any of those stats.
Right. I mean, it's the same way with physical card games, right? Like, we don't really know how Wizards of the Coast is filling their boosters. We have to just take their word for it.
Kieran asks if you
I think-
still have that card. I think talking about the. Oh, there's that elemental destruction.
Yes. Now is not a great time, but
No, now's the worst time.
but when things go horribly wrong and all you've got left is that totem, I think it's going to be time to Wrath of God the board, essentially. One of my favorite little details about Hearthstone, and I refuse to believe it's a coincidence, is that they've got a card called Lightning Bolt that does 3 damage for 1 mana, just like in Magic. Like the numbers are exactly the same.
Yeah, but that Lightning Bolt was in World of Warcraft first. That's where Lightning Bolt's
Yeah, I know.
as a
I feel like-
concept originated.
I feel like the fact that the numbers are exactly the same, that it's 1 mana for 3, is... I feel like that's a little nod. I don't know. That's how I choose to interpret it.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
Well, the chat is saying that Lightning Bolt has been in Magic since 1993. Was it in Alpha? I want the chat to remind me if it
No,
was, like,
it definitely
actually...
originated in World of Warcraft. I'm pretty positive.
People are saying that it was in Magic in the early 90s. I don't think WoW existed yet.
No, I mean, the concept of a lightning bolt definitely didn't exist until World of Warcraft.
Oh, just in nature?
Yeah.
Like God got the idea from
Yeah.
WoW?
I can confirm that 100%
That's also where
for
blizzards
sure.
come from, I'm pretty sure.
Your mother was a murloc! For the Lich King!
Alan says, in college I roomed with a kid who was the best World of Warcraft 3 player in the world.
Have you heard Blizzard kind of hinting that
Or Warcraft.
when they're done with StarCraft that they might do a Warcraft game? Like an honest-to-goodness Warcraft RTS?
I've heard them hinting. I don't want to get my hopes up.
How lucrative do you think, like, a Warcraft game would be? Because the Warcraft brand is probably still way stronger than it was when they did Warcraft 3, but then, like... It's not StarCraft, right? Like, it's the actual RTS Warcraft doesn't necessarily have the same cachet that it did when we were babies.
See, I kind of disagree. I think it has more because of if anything, it has more because of World of Warcraft.
Because of WoW, yeah. I think the brand definitely does. Maybe they time it with the movie.
I genuinely think it has a lot more.
Yeah. How are you feeling about that movie, by the way?
I'm cautiously optimistic.
I feel like... Oh man, never mind. Are we not going to get to see the animation? How much damage would it do right now, if you did it?
I mean, on the whole board, it would pretty much
How about
wipe
you-
the
yeah,
board.
Well, there's a chance that your boy survives, and then you win the game with it. Right? Your 5/6 could make it out alive.
So your
And then you've got a
235
very
as if it
dramatic
hits all characters are just minions. It is just minions.
Just like the content of my personal YouTube channel, it is
Yeah.
just minions. I guess we'll see it next game, right?
Oh God! Oh my God!
Oh no! There was a moment where I was like, it's not a big deal, it'll restore all minions. Oh, it says characters! Oh!
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's what he got from the spell slinger.
He needs to hit you with a quick sorry that happened. I think that would be the honorable thing to do.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
There is a lot.
The chat is now catching up with what happened. What a save. I feel like that at that point in the game, that's not even a play, that's just challenging you to a non-optional rematch.
Ugh.
It's okay, Phil, you still got this.
Whoa!
I'm just excited.
Someone on my friends list just opened a golden legendary. Oh, well, that's good.
And a Sky Captain. Did you see that?
Yeah.
The Sky Captains are hot and heavy today. See, I'm just excited because now there's a chance you're going to get to use Elemental Destruction this game.
Yeah, there's definitely a chance of it. 7.
Tactful Ogre says Tree of Life is basically Shahrazad from Magic the Gathering. Yeah. There was that one unglued or unhinged card that was like, play a sub-game of Magic underneath the table that you're playing at, and then whoever wins that.
Ugh, I hated that.
Not push me.
Colin asks
I think
how I'm
part of
looking on
what I love
card
about
draw.
Hearthstone-
We've both got 13 cards left total.
Yeah, I didn't even factor that in. That could be... I mean, you're still winning, right? Like, things are going okay.
Oh, unless they meant how much card draw I have in my deck, in which case, not very much. I just have a Novice Engineer, and that's it. Kieran asks what our most anticipated games of the year are.
For me, it might be Grow Home on PS4, because it means I get to play through Grow Home again. That's my answer. No, I'm excited to play MGS5, I guess.
Must guide you.
That game's reviewing extraordinarily well, in general, and
Yeah,
I don't want to
is.
say it's like surprising, but it's like, oh, that's nice. That seems like fun. Just because that game is structurally so different from like previous numbered Metal Gears that there was a part of me that was like, are they gonna really? be
It's
able to-
very different,
to nail
yeah.
this? Yeah.
Should I just play it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Let's see how this looks.
It's pretty
Look at that
good.
big old lightning bolt.
It's pretty good.
Elements guide.
How did it sound? Did it sound cool?
It sounded fine.
People are discussing. Alan Lopez was like, if Blizzard made physical versions of these cards, would you buy them? And it sort of turned into a discussion of how so many Hearthstone cards are designed to incorporate stuff like random numbers that wouldn't work elegantly in reality. And Dropkick Channel brought up I don't know if you ever saw it, but like there's like that Chinese physical version of Hearthstone that some company made.
I did see that.
And apparently, by all accounts, it was just no fun to play at all. Like, it was just much slower.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
Elements guide you.
that's exactly it. It's like you'd have to do so much work to like determine the random stuff.
Yeah, a lot of like, alright, I'm gonna roll this die, and if 1 through 4 is assigned to each of the creatures on the board, and if I get a 5 or a 6, I have to reroll. And all of a sudden, it's like this painstaking. But I still would love to do that just because I want. Oh, there he goes.
Colin said, "Hope for no flame strike." Yeah, I think that's like if they had pulled flame strike, is a good chance I would have lost, but that was all right.
You did it though. That was a good match. You pulled it through. That was super long.
Chris is asking what secret that was. I got a bear trap from the spell slinger, one of the spell slingers that the opponent played. A bear trap is the new hunter secret, which is when your hero gets attacked, it creates a 3/3 taunt.
That I don't know that makes perfect sense flavor-wise. Like, I get that it's a trap and a bear comes out, but that's not what a bear trap does.
That's not quite what a bear trap does, but I'm gonna roll with it because it's fun.
It is fun. I'm so glad that that type of bear trap does not exist.
Yeah, Quadrophrenic points out it's even harder to do a physical version of Hearthstone now because they've added so many cards with that really build on that random element.
Yeah, that like summon a random minion of this cost. Like,
Yeah.
that's not something you can really do easily in real life.
Let's get this Mad Bomber out here right away. Thank you, Mad Bomber.
Cloud Phoenix says the whole persistent minion health thing seems like it'd be a pain in the ass to keep track of compared to Magic the Gathering. Yeah, just put little tokens on them all the time. That would be goofy. I still want, like, I mean, to answer Alan's actual question, like, I would like to have physical versions of some of these cards. Like, if at BlizzCon one year they were handing out booster packs just for fun, just so you could, like, have cards of these things, that would be fun to have just as a collector, even if you couldn't play with them.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I will agree with that. Like this.
So, Phil, you are a well-known connoisseur of the little interactive thingies in the corner of the board. How do you feel about the the Grand Tournaments editions so far?
I like the new Grand Tournament board. I think it's fun. I
There's
like
the one with the pie and the beer. That's a good one.
Particularly, I'm a fan of the archery thing. I think that's good stuff. Let's get my Fire Guard Destroyer out here.
The chat is talking about the actual Warcraft card game that existed at one point. That I think like it was Blizzard collaborating with Wizards to make that, if I remember correctly.
I can't remember who it was, but I do know like that card game is supposedly quite good. And also like a lot of the art and some of like the character names and stuff do come directly from that. Let's do that. Apparently the little cardboard cutout guys go hog wild when you drop a legendary minion on the board, says Dropkick Channel.
That's awesome.
On the new board.
That's, I mean, I'll level with you. This is the first Blizzard game I've ever gotten way into or loved.
Sure.
And that means it's my first introduction to their just ridiculous level of polish and detail. But it's really incredible. Like, going from a decade of playing Magic the Gathering online, on and off, which is probably the ugliest, shittiest official card game in existence. Like, this is just in every way, from like the payment model to the aesthetics to the balance to the way you collect cards to deck building. Like, it feels like in every way just beat Wizards at their own game.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like they did it and then it's like, why have you guys never done this before? And how come you haven't done it immediately since?
Yeah, and you can see Wizards kind of trying to catch up with, like, they've taken some of the tech behind those, they made Magic the Gathering Origins, right, or whatever, which was sort of a closer middle ground between Hearthstone and what they were doing with those Xbox, like those console games that they were putting out, the annual ones. Duels. Magic Duels is the new one. I have not messed with it yet. Seer235 says, "Oh god, Nick, you use Magic Online? I'm sorry. I haven't played in a while. I have heard a lot about 3.0 just completely demolishing it, but back when I was playing Magic Online religiously, it was in Mirrodin. Like, I had a modular deck that was really obnoxious, and then I kind of stopped."
Sure.
Well played. Well played.
Damn, another win for old Phil.
I'm almost up to the... I'm almost going to beat your record, Nick.
Well, let's not jump the gun.
Ellen asks, are there any StarCraft characters in Hearthstone? No, there are not.
I don't think that that's an impossibility, though, someday.
Yeah, I mean, Blizzard's been asked about it a lot. They've been asked, hey, would you put characters from other other Blizzard IP in your game? And Blizzard's answer has always been, we feel like we have plenty to draw on with Warcraft.
Yeah, for now.
I mean, I could see at some point them being like, yeah, let's do something wacky. Especially since Hearthstone's, like, tone in general is kind of tongue-in-cheek and goofy.
Yeah. I think something that I wonder about a lot is, like...
Look at that curve.
Damn, look at that beautiful curve. That's if we were playing poker, that would be even better. And a 0! You got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
There we go.
Greetings, friend.
But yeah, I could see them doing it. I just don't. I'm not holding my breath, I guess.
So, did you ever mess with like Unglued and Unhinged, like the jokey Magic the Gathering sets?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play. I to be totally clear, have not played very much Magic the Gathering. But I did. I've read a lot on those, and I'm familiar with them. On those decks
like,
specifically, because I think I love the idea of them being like all goofy. I think that's cool.
The other cool thing about them is that even though they're like quote-unquote joke sets, like I've read a lot about the development of Unhinged, and they went out of their way to make sure that it was balanced and still playable. Like they did extensive playtesting, even though the cards were things that would make you like hold one hand behind your back and you'd have to like stand up and make announcements for other cards. They also did a weird thing where you could spend half mana in Unhinged. Like there'd be cards that cost like 2.5 mana. Sure. Which is silly. But it's just, every time I look at like some of the goofier legendaries in this game, it just brings me back to Unhinged and how cool it was to see Wizards breaking like all of their own rules. And Hearthstone's been a game that I think has been really good about doing that from the get-go. Like, there are cards that allow you to do things that are explicitly outside of the core rules laid down by the game, but in really like fun, interesting ways, I feel like.
Dropkick Channel says, I was like 13 when Unglued came out and thought it was the funniest shit in the universe.
Hell yeah, same. I remember going to an Unhinged pre-release tournament, and it was just chaos. And next door to the store, there was a GameStop that had the Nintendo DS demo units. Like they had just come out that day. So between matches, we would run over there and play Metroid Prime Hunters. And that was a really important day in my teen life.
That does sound like an important day.
Oh yeah, Gotcha was a bad mechanic. So there was a mechanic, Phil, in Unhinged called Gotcha, where if a player used a certain word, you could say Gotcha, and then you would it would activate basically one of their activated abilities. And that Kabanawa X says Gotcha made people just sit there quietly instead of joking around and having fun. Yeah, you had to be really there was another card.
Oh.
The problem is that yikes. As a big gator. There was a card that you could come up with a phrase up to 4 words long, and the other player would have to recite it every time you attacked, and if they didn't, you got a buff. And because people were playing to win at this tournament, because there were actual prizes, someone would be like, well, it doesn't say in the rules that I can't just write it down and instead of reciting it from memory. I'm like, yeah, I mean you could, but that's not really in the spirit of this jokey ass card game we're playing. Dropkick Channel says, my favorite unglued card was Chaos Confetti. When you played it, you tore the card up into pieces and threw it over the table, and anything that it touched was destroyed. Yeah, so that card was based on an old Magic card called Chaos Orb, which was a card where you would basically flip it in the air, and anything it landed on got destroyed, which already was really silly by Magic standards.
Yeah, that's very
so
silly.
They kind of just elevated it. Man, that what is that thing called? That vehicle, the Destroyer Crusher thing up there?
The Demolisher.
That's what it is. I always get really anxious when that thing's on the board. I'm like, I need to destroy it right now, or.
Well, I'm gonna do the opposite of that and just leave it right up.
Oh no, who's gonna die?
That was about the best I could have hoped for.
Yeah, I think so.
Alan says, I just played a card game called Hanabi, which was surprisingly fun.
Hanabi?
Dropkick says, rules arguments about Chaos Orb. What happens if it lands on a player's library? Do they lose immediately?
If it lands on their head, they die.
Woof.
They die in real life. Hanabi. Okay, I've heard of that. I think it's a firework-based game or something. We here in my household, there was a big Amazon sale recently on tabletop and card games, and so we bought Coup, C-O-U-P, Coup, for the first time, and We got it about 5 days ago, and then me and my roommates have played it literally every night since it arrived. It's so good.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here. Giddy up!
Mark here says Netrunner is good. I've played Netrunner like twice and really liked it both times. Definitely want to play.
So
some more
my
of that.
I've been so scared to start Netrunner because my understanding is that the learning curve is pretty severe. Did you find that to be the case?
You know, I just had a friend explain it to me over the course of an afternoon, and by, you know, we probably played like 2 hours, and by the end I was like, oh, I'm getting this pretty well. I would not call it severe at all.
A lot of people in the chat talking about their love for Coup and other co-op. Or, well, I guess Coup is not co-op. Hanabi's co-op. Coup is not. Yeah, Coup is basically just a game about... Have you played it, Phil?
No.
It's super... We should play it sometime soon. It's, like, super quick. The matches are, like, literally, like, 3 minutes long each. And basically it's a game where you have 2 cards. Each one has 1 action it can do, but they're face down all the time, and you are encouraged to kind of lie about what you have. And you can kind of challenge people if you think they're lying, Scrabble style.
Okay.
But it's awesome because it just immediately devolves into looking your friends in the eyes as they lie directly to your face. I had a run last night of Coup games where I just won like 4 games in a row by telling the truth but trying to make it seem like I was lying. So they would challenge me on shit that was true, and then I took out every other player by telling the truth. It was very rewarding spiritually.
Acetylene says, had that sad realization recently that almost all online games are based on competing with other people. I wouldn't say that. There's co-op games.
Sure, but almost all. I mean, like, I think the majority of multiplayer on the internet has been...
I don't know. I would say, like, if you look at look at MMOs, they have player versus player, but like the most successful MMOs, the most successful parts of them are like doing dungeons with people and stuff.
Yeah. I guess I feel like that's still a fraction of... Like, if you go to Steam and filtered it by multiplayer, it would be mostly B games about murdering each other. And then a few games that are like... Oh yeah, people point out, like, Left 4 Dead and stuff. That's another good example. And also, like, it's worth pointing out that a lot of the games that are about player versus player combat really emphasize team play, right? Like, the TF2s of the world. Oh my god, Vile Bile. Yeah, Quadrophenic is digging into the archives of old unhinged cards. There was a card called Vile Bile where if your skin or fingernails ever touch it, you lose 2 life. So you would have to, like, pull down the sleeve on your shirt to tap it or attack with it or discard it. God, I want to play Unhinged so bad. That's another thing, like, Unhinged is rad in that a lot of it would never work online. Like, a lot of what was cool about the card design in that set was that it was built on physical, real-world verbs and interactions, and, like, I just want to find it. I recently, not recently, but, like, in college, we had a friend's birthday, so we all put our money together and bought an Unhinged booster box off eBay. And we wound up opening a pack that was just a card with, like, a silver border around it and nothing on the card face. It was just white. And I was like, is this a joke card? And I looked into it. There was no evidence that this card had ever existed anywhere. No one had ever sold a silver-bordered, white-faced blank card on eBay before. It was like, we found a card, like a misprint so weird and rare that we actually couldn't identify its value because it just didn't exist. It was super weird.
Got to play that North Sea Kraken.
Chris Rock says, couldn't you plan ahead and wear gloves to deal with that Vile Bile card? I mean, you could. I think that's exactly the type of thing people were doing at pre-releases, is like trying however they could to suck the fun out of it to make it easier.
Tactful Ogre says, Cheaty Face is a cool unhinged card, because you can easily bust it out in a real game for a laugh without messing with your deck.
Yeah, Cheaty Face, basically, the way it worked was you could sneak it into play, and if you snuck it into play without your opponent noticing, you were allowed to do it.
Tom Reeves says the white cards are usually the spacers on the print sheets.
Huh, that's awesome. Yeah, I had never seen one in person before. Question Elemental. I like Question Elemental because it's basically a playable version of that game they would play on Whose Line Is It Anyway? incorporated into Magic the Gathering.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, I don't know where my Magic the Gathering rare binder is right now, but it's making me anxious because I had a lot of cool shit in there.
Seer 235 says, "Look at me, I'm DC, DCI."
DCI. So the DCI is the organization that is in charge of like all Magic tournament play, all judging goes through the DCI. I don't remember what that card did though. I think it was a very elaborate like block of text.
Okay.
Let me see if this is true. Oh no, look at me. It was actually an unglued card. It was ban one card for the remainder of the match. So it was banned the way cards are banned in tournaments, meaning each player has to
Sure.
remove all copies of play. There was one card in Unhinged that was like this. Let me see if I can find it. It was dumb because it was every. It was just a enormous like 5-paragraph inscrutable rules text thing that was like nobody really knew exactly what it did.
Chris asks if we got any legendaries. We got them in our pack openings. We did not get any for this arena run. Alan says, "Do you know who the new Polygon staff members are?" I don't think we have any yet.
Yeah, if they exist and we don't know them, then something is wrong. Unless they're like secret ones that are just sneaking around.
Which happens, to be fair.
I mean, I started at Polygon 3 years ago, and none of you noticed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Chris, we did some runs earlier with Griffin and I going against each other with some of our new cards. But now we were doing an arena run. And we will have a post on the site, unless it's up now. Do you know, Nick? Is it up now? A post that's our
not yet.
pack opening.
The card unboxing.
Yeah.
Now that's going up soon after this. I think it's still processing. I would love to know how the chat feels about. I know this is a Hearthstone stream, but Magic changed a while back. Actually, they changed it instead of just having common, uncommon, and rare. They added a new rarity called Mythic Rare. It's kind of the equivalent of legendaries in this game.
This guy has like 16 Blessing of Kings. I hate it.
His deck is more than half blessings.
He's seriously used it like 3 or 4 times already.
That's my favorite thing about Arena, though, is that there's no limit to how many of a card you can draft. It's the greatest.
It's really fucking annoying right now. Tactful Ogre says, "Just gonna put this out there, the reverse Corehound 5/9 for 7 is pretty cool." Yeah, I think that's a really solid ass card, especially for Arena.
Drag no stupid.
Sand says, "Fatigue him." At this rate, I'm pretty sure in a fatigue match of any sort, though, the Paladin is going to beat out the Shaman. Ugh.
It's so funny, like, I'm looking through the list of rares in Unhinged right now, and half of them are ridiculous, and the other half of them would totally work in Hearthstone and almost do exist. There's one called Letter Bomb that says, when Letter Bomb comes into play, sign the card and shuffle it into a player's library. That player reveals cards until it's drawn. When that player draws Letter Bomb, it deals 19.5 damage to them.
Reporting for duty.
There's a card in Hearthstone that is essentially that exact idea.
Yep. The shuffling a mine in or whatever.
Yes, yeah.
Elements guide.
Well, that's not looking great.
Is this... How many losses do you have left?
I've only lost once, so this will be my second loss.
For duty.
It's going okay though overall.
No, no, it's not. Nick!
This is an average Nick Robinson arena
Ugh.
run.
Karen says, I'd like to see Polygon play Cards Against Humanity. I don't know. I feel like it's, maybe this is just me. I feel like Cards Against Humanity has been done. And, like, done a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like, for me, I want to... They keep putting out expansions, and I think they're finding good ways to make them clever or cute, like that one that had all the nice artsy cards done by different graphic designers, but I want to see what that group of people makes next. Like, I'm pretty ready for them to stop making expansions for Cards Against Humanity, because I feel like that was a moment in time, and it has passed, you know?
Yeah.
It's old, a little bit.
Yeah, I do not disagree, certainly.
Elements guide me.
Shaky McBones says, Fun Employed is much better than Cards Against Humanity. I don't know what Fun Employed is.
I've never heard of that.
But, yeah, I don't have a clue.
I will Google that later.
Oh, man. This sucks. Oh. Yeah, I'm one off from lethal, and if I leave anything on the board, he's gonna kill me real bad.
How bad? How bad are we talking?
Real bad.
I know it's way too soon to even be asking this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Especially because we've known the cards for about a week now. What are your early
Oh
impressions?
no! I had lethal! I didn't know it was gonna let me use the thing again! No!
It's not too late.
Dropkick channel said if you attack him, your hero power changes and you can use it. I didn't know it let me use it again!
Wow.
I think
so
I
when
still am
when
gonna
it
win,
flipped-
but...
Yeah. But still, so that's cool though that you use your hero power and then activate that thing and then it flips and then it reactivates it. It's okay. It's okay. You got this. You got this.
Yeah, that's just such a, like, frustrating... I just didn't know!
That's such like a like errata ass obscure rule thing though. Like you couldn't have known.
It's a new thing, right? So, like...
Literally, yeah. As of today, like that has never happened before to anyone outside of the walls of Blizzard Entertainment. So you get a pass.
I'm glad that I still managed to win. That would have been heartbreaking if he somehow
Dude,
pulled
yeah.
something out that, like, killed me.
I think we would have had to stop the video.
I would have been real upset. Yeah, apparently it works with... They're saying it works with Shadow Form with Priests. It works with Major Domo and Ragnaros as well. Yeah, I've just never... I literally don't think I've ever used Shadow Form. Also, who would play Major Domo? Don't do it.
I was playing Tavern Brawl last week, and they had that card in there that just lets you use your hero power infinite times. And the animation is weird because you use the hero power, and then it flips off, and then the attack resolves, and then it flips back on. Rather than just staying on. I mean, I guess maybe that's just how the game is coded.
Well.
Well, Zombo fight. Zombo combo. Phil, I am gonna level with you.
Go ahead.
I don't think I have followed your personal life well enough to know the answer to this. Do you have a class that you consider your class?
I thought you were going to ask, like, do you have a son? And I was going to be like,
Do you have a son that you consider your son?
no. Paladin. Paladin's mostly what I play.
You're a paladin
It's
boy?
my fave. I love me some Paladin.
Does I'm gonna tread carefully here. Does the rest of the internet know about the Zombo Polygon Easter egg? The Zombocom Easter egg?
Is that out there?
I mean, I think you can talk about it. You're allowed to
I don't want
tell
to.
people.
I just want to talk about it. I don't want to say what it is. I just want to. If anyone in the chat finds it, let us know. But there is a.
Quadrophrenic says, "Do you have a son that you consider not your son?" And the answer to that is several, frankly.
I must move quickly.
More than
Have a-
one and less than 10, let's say.
Okay, so they're in the single digits still. That's
There's a
good.
joust. Ah, he won the joust.
So they lose in the case of ties, right? Like if you tie, your joust ability doesn't go off, does it? Will you mouse over that hero power real quick, or their
Which-
weapon, the jousting
weapon?
stick?
In a tie, yeah, no one wins, so they don't get anything for it.
All you get is one durability.
Yeah, you
That's
get
not
one
very
more
exciting.
durability. It becomes a 2-3 instead of a 2-2. It's not.
That's not very
fine.
exciting.
I don't think it's worth replacing most of the other paladin weapons, but I guess in arena I could see taking it.
Have you played any Hearthstone yet with your young boy?
More like BooTube says, "Stop giving away our Vox Media developer secrets, Nick." I don't know if that's actually a Vox Media developer or not, but I like to
They
believe.
have to be. They have to be because they're the only person who would know that there really truly is a Zombo Easter egg.
The cavalry's here. Giddy up!
Jeff said I had forgotten about ZomboCom and am now having a better day.
Do you think that Blizzard's going to get into like a pattern of building an expansion around a specific mechanic? Like that's very much how Wizards has kind of done things, and I'm wondering if like so
Well, it
this
seems
is the
like it's not just mechanics though. Like if you look at the last couple, it's like there's other ideas beyond just a mechanic
Yes.
that they play with.
and that's been true in Magic too. Like they'll introduce a few new keywords, and then they'll also sprinkle in a few cycles of like a new idea here and there.
Well, like
with each.
yeah,
expansion.
like BlackRock being like this is kind of focused on dragons, or Naxxramas being like this is kind of focused on Death Rattle. Yeah, I think it's going to be more stuff like that.
Reporting for duty.
This fucking paladin. Mogar's so good. He's not actually, but
Mouse over him for me.
he's just an ogre, traditional ogre.
Yes, give me him. I'm gonna make an ogre deck. I have a
Like,
a mech deck.
My guess, though, referring to your question, is just that like I feel like
Yeah.
Blizzard will be slower to introduce new mechanics than anything else.
Well, I also think like there are a lot of it's easy to compare this game to Magic without remembering that Magic's been around for 100,000 fucking years, and this game is like so new. Like we're at about maybe alpha or no, like beta or the first core set of we're in like unlimited in terms of comparing the timeline of this game to Magic's timeline. This game is so new that that's why I was so frustrated when Hearthstone launched and people were like, "Oh, it's Magic for babies." It's like, well, dude, it's existed for like a few days.
Yeah.
Like that's not really fair. And I'm not really. I think I'm with you. It sounds like you don't want to see them ramp up complexity, kind of arbitrarily.
I think Blizzard doesn't want to ramp up complexity arbitrarily. I think they've been very open about that.
Best seats ever.
Yeah, I think I like that. Like, I think I love that it doesn't feel too late. And also, they made a game that I think is just fundamentally a better designed game than Magic. There are things about Magic, like getting mana screwed, that are just like, players will be the greatest Magic players of all time and be in a tournament and just... That's a different type of RNG than I think what you see in a game like this, where like...
Sure.
Oh, the fundamentals of the game won't even let me play any cards because I'm unlucky. That's great.
Shall we put a kink in their plans?
That's interesting. Dropkick says this expansion's already starting to see a tiny bit of power creep.
I mean, again, going back, if we want to go by what the experts are saying, whether or not you take that too seriously, a lot of the like hardcore Hearthstone players are like, hey, the power creep was in the last couple expansions. This expansion doesn't actually have much in terms of power creep. Like,
Interesting.
there's not a lot of like cards that are way more powerful than anything else. There's a couple, but not much.
Have you you still mostly play on the computer?
I play all over. I play wherever I need to.
Like the toilet? Is that what you're saying? On the toilet?
Wherever's required of me, I'll do it. Whatever. I don't have any shame.
I'm telling. I just got that iPhone 6 Plus after losing my phone, and I really like that thing. When I just pretend that it's like a Vita with no buttons that can only play Hearthstone. That's how I treat it, and I really like it for that reason.
That's the only thing you need to play.
That's an
Quadro
interesting
Phoenix
idea.
says, I'd like to see legendary spells at some point. I agree. I actually would also like that.
Reporting for duty.
I'm kind of surprised that that's not a thing. I mean, I guess they want to leave themselves, like, room to grow.
This isn't looking real good.
Seer says Hearthstone will never need to ban a card, unlike Magic. That's true. Like they'll issue balance changes and they'll redesign a card, but they won't really ever need to ban it because they can just fix it. And because players aren't like spending money on individual cards or trading individual cards, it's not that catastrophic when they change it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they will hit a point like Magic did where they have enough cards that they're going to be like, okay, you know, whether it's in like certain modes, like there will be certain modes where you can play everything, and then certain modes where it's like this is just what's in the current
legal?
like season or whatever. Yeah, what's legal.
Yeah. Something I've always been curious about is what would happen if I started an arena run today, drafted a deck, and then didn't play arena for 3 years, and then came back with that deck and finished my 3 like losses.
Yeah, you know,
would I still be?
I was gonna say I went in and finished an arena run today. That was before the that I had started before the expansion hit, and I immediately came up against people who had expansion cards and was just like screwed.
I think what we need to do, you, me, and Griffin need to have a pact where if we ever draft the perfect arena deck that just is really, it just has great combos and it's just beautifully built, we never play arena, we set a timer on our iPhone for 3 or 4 years, and then we come back and do a video of us playing a deck from the old meta against the new arena, like 6 expansions later.
I wonder if they reset it at some point. Does it just keep going forever?
They're just like, look, here's your booster, here's 100 dust, start over. Oh my god, Kieran Robertson with the best question. Would you guys have preferred the prototype Vita with the sliding screen to be released?
I like the
Yes.
Vita. I like the Vita a lot, so I don't know.
I like have I ever shown you my Japanese Vita 2000?
You have literally every time we hang out.
Oh my god, it's my favorite thing that I own. It's so pretty.
Deboter Koning says, I didn't know that you can live stream on YouTube. You can, in fact, and we're doing a lot more of it. So
Yeah.
we will hopefully continue doing a lot more of it.
They're in the process of trying to make it good.
Yeah, it's still
They've
new.
made strides.
They've improved.
One thing I will say to their credit is that like and it's something that Twitch has gotten better at lately too. It feels like the latency between like what's going on in the stream and what's going on in the chat is pretty low on YouTube. It's like you can count it in seconds. And I remember a time when I was like back in the days when I was doing those live like the Destructoid show and stuff at Revision 3, it was literally like a full minute of lag between the chat and what was happening in real life. It's getting better, which is nice.
San asks, is there a reason you guys use YouTube over Twitch? The main reason, honestly, is just that it's super easy as far as archiving. We finish up a stream and it just is automatically archived. So that's like I would say the primary reason that we do so. There are also like secondary reasons, like it's just there's money reasons why YouTube makes more sense for us than Twitch does, whereas Twitch might make more sense for other people.
I really hope, because I love Twitch and I use it like all the time. I use it every week, but I also feel like the VOD situation on Twitch is just the roughest. Like, it's so bad.
This is look at this. Look at this Stampeding Kodo. Look at the time that I chose to draw Stampeding Kodo.
Oh my god, you get to kill that big boy.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Goodbye, big boy. That's probably the biggest 2 toughness creature that there is.
Yeah,
right?
especially because it can get buffed so heavily.
Or 2 attack, I mean.
What a nice draw.
You got it before he... Like, if he had 2 mana and had used his fireball to activate it, you wouldn't be able to use that anymore.
Matt says, I really dislike how YouTube presents live streams. I have to rummage around in my subs to find them. I'm going to guess that's changing soon. Yeah, you know, they're about to do the big
YouTube gaming initiative.
YouTube gaming, whatever. Yeah, so I would hope that it'll change soon. Fingers
I have
crossed.
to imagine it will. Like, the back end for YouTube live streaming actually changed this week for our channel, and it really seems like they're gonna. If I had to guess, I'd say that it feels like they're gonna migrate to a model that's more like Twitch, where like when you go to youtube.com/polygon, hopefully if we're streaming, it'll just autoplay and be there at the top. Like that's the dream, right? Working the way Twitch works.
Well, and you know, the stuff that they showed for YouTube gaming. Oh fuck. The stuff that they showed for YouTube gaming certainly looked solid, you know? Like, it looked like they were on the right path with, like, the screenshots they showed and everything.
You remember when everyone on the planet thought that they were acquiring Twitch?
Yeah. San says, how do you... Including people at Twitch, I feel like. San says, how do you live stream to YouTube? Do you use, like, OBS? You can use the same stuff that you use for live streaming to Twitch. So OBS, XSplit, whatever programs you use.
You're an OBS boy, Phil?
I am an OBS boy.
That's what your t-shirt says.
Yeah, I'm wearing an OBS boy t-shirt right now.
You've got a tank top that says, I'm an OBS boy, that you wear every day to work.
Quadrophrenic says, all Kodos dream about eating big boys. That's the Kodo dream.
That totally was. That was probably the someone called it the clutchest Kodo I ever saw.
There's like the only other like I mean, there's a few good Kodo plays, but that's one of the best certainly. There's no doubt about it.
Andrew Sands says, Phil, I love that your turns don't take goddamn forever. It's a good thing I'm not playing right now, because mine's
I think
super
I have
new.
lethal.
Especially. Wait, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, Bloodlust.
Nice.
Damn, from 17 to not.
Chris asked if we had a hard time logging into Hearthstone. So I've heard from other people that they did, but I did not.
Yeah, the only thing I had was when I was doing an arena thing this morning right after it launched, I would click a card and it would take like 4 to 5 seconds for it to actually get added to my deck. There was just like that kind of weird latency you can kind of feel sometimes when the servers are getting bogged down.
Yeah, we were definitely having that in the card opening video, as you will see.
Kirby-O says, I don't even play Constructed, but that 50-pack deal was so good. I don't play Constructed either. I almost only play Arena, but I was really tempted.
I feel like a lot more people are going to be pushed towards doing Constructed now that there are actually rewards for doing it.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see like if those are, because right now I play up to 20 each month, get my card back, and then stop completely.
Yeah, I mean the rewards aren't like massive, but they do seem still worth it.
What card back are you using right now?
I've got the spooky pumpkin card back.
Ooh,
Come on, Mad Bomber.
very spooky. Do
Let's
you
see if
have
I
the
can- Oh, no,
Do you have
I
the
can't.
fireside one that they gave people who played like a local game with more than 4 or 5 people on the network?
Yeah. I do indeed.
Did you get that
have
at game night?
I got that. Let me think. I think I did get it at a game night. Yeah. San Francisco game night.
Yes, sir.
Nick and I are both in San Francisco, and there's a cool company that does a weekly. I think they do it twice a week now. Game nights.
Yeah.
What I
They've
like about those
experimented
game
with
nights
Uh-huh.
is that you hear weekly game night, and at least this is my feeling. I go in and I'm expected some real nerdos, right?
Dude, this is exactly my pitch to people when I tell people about SF Game Night. I'm like, look, when I tell you that they're projecting Mario Kart 64 onto a wall and there's a whole corner of competitive Melee players, I know what you're thinking.
Yeah. So,
It's not gonna
but
be
that's
a-
the thing.
It's
Is
not going to be a party.
it's simultaneously it's a bunch of people playing video games and enjoying it, but also like they're not like stereotypical like gamers.
Yes. It's like it's very much a social event just as much as it is a video game thing. Like there's a full bar and people are like hanging out and there's beer pong, I guess. And it's just like I think when you hear game night, there are definitely connotations that are positive and negative, and I think it defies most of the negative ones. It's a fun event. It's easy to recommend. You were at the they did the grand
Oh, Jordan says
tournament.
Jordan says they're fun. I went to one last time I was in San Francisco. Yeah, so there is actually a Hearthstone tie-in to this event. The venue that they hold it at and the people who run it that's actually where they did the announcement of the grand tournament.
Yeah,
here
you
in
were
San
there.
Francisco. I was there. I was
at the beach, but I saw photos. It was like it looked packed.
It absolutely was packed. And it was really cool. It was a cool event, a cool space to do that at. And it's just, I love being in a crowd of people who are that excited about Hearthstone, where it's like people cheering for like a certain card being announced or a certain play happening.
Yeah, I want more of that because that's like I've pretty much migrated almost completely from Magic to Hearthstone, and the one thing I miss is like those physical gatherings and
Yeah.
that high energy, like being excited for a pre-release thing. And that's kind of what I want to see more of is like local physical Hearthstone tournaments. When a new set launches, I would love for them to do like a in-person tournament.
Sure.
The thing is, whenever I go to like stores for Magic pre-releases, they're always really adamant about not letting people use the electrical outlets to charge their phones. And all of a sudden, if this is a thing where everyone has laptops and iPads and like
Yeah.
Android phones that they're playing on, that presents an issue. I don't know.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Kirbyos says, my favorite part of Comic-Con is the Saturday night dance party. I missed that this year. Mark says, Phil and Nick, how do you feel about the state of the meta, given how OP Patron Warrior is? Well, Nick, you said you don't really play... you don't really play Constructed, so I'm sure you don't have any particularly strong feelings
I
about
have
the
no
state of the
opinions.
meta.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you field this one.
I also don't really have particularly strong feelings about it. I mean, I think...
Worry, loves. The cavalry's here. Giddy up. Don't worry, loves. The cavalry.
I certainly agree that Patron Warrior is super overpowered.
Is that the Grim Patron thing?
Yeah, and
What does that deck
and not
do?
and not
What does it
fun
do
to
with that
play
card?
against. It's just not fun to play against. Well, because warriors have a bunch of like spells, stuff like Whirlwind, which does 1 damage to everything on board, or Death's Bite, which is a weapon that when it breaks does 1 damage to everything on board.
Oh, so they start duplicating themselves real quick. like,
Yes.
exponentially.
And then they also pack it with Frothing Berserker, which gains 1 attack for every time a minion on board takes damage.
Jeez.
So
Do you think it's something that Blizzard would patch?
Yeah, my gut is that that Blizzard's been waiting to see what the how the meta shakes out once Grand Tournament comes out.
Right.
So I think they were probably like, let's see how things are looking, and then maybe we'll patch it if we feel like we need to.
Sand the Sky is pointing out that with the launch of this expansion today, it also is changing how booster packs work in Arena. So instead of just getting the latest expansion, you get a random
Yeah.
one. Or
That is
random
true.
ones, I guess, if you do well enough, which is cool. Although, I'm not gonna lie, if they had kept it the way it is for at least like a couple weeks so I could crank out a few grand tournament boosters, that'd be nice.
I wonder.
Let's do it.
Boom. How many wins are you at right now?
I'm at 4.
So you're about to beat my world record.
I'm at 4 wins, 2 losses. So if I lose this, which, to be fair, this mage has 5 cards. I've only got 2, and they're not particularly useful at the moment. Yeah, I'm curious about the change to how decks are given out. It's definitely like, I think it's better. It's a way better move for new players because it gives them a chance to like get cards from all over. But I think it's arguably like it's gonna make it way harder for longtime players to get the cards that they want.
Yeah, like you can no longer play Arena knowing that you're going to get stuff from one specific expansion. So all of a sudden you just have to be okay with getting a booster rather than this booster.
Yeah.
People were talking about how they're kind of worried about the card pool growing in Arena. Like, for example, I wanted to try last week just to see if it was possible to draft a mech Arena deck. Because it was like, in a week from now, there's going to be like 100 or more than 100 new cards added to the pool. This might not be a viable strategy in Arena permanently, starting in a couple days. And I wonder if, like you suggested, Phil, they might just start rotating sets out a little bit.
Dropkick says they should just grant you booster vouchers. Yeah, I mean, I get why they're not doing that. Like, I get why it's better for Blizzard to make people have to like choose, but it's shitty. I don't know.
For a little while, I pack a big punch.
This isn't looking great.
Yeah, I don't know. I believe in you. You could pull through.
Elements guide me.
Wait, you have Bloodlust?
I do have Bloodlust.
Didn't you have Lethal then?
I
last
did
turn?
not have lethal last turn.
Oh, because the spider was asleep. Never mind.
Yeah. Basically, whether or not I win is going to depend on if and how much this mage plays around thinking I could have Bloodlust. Like, if the mage leaves a bunch of stuff up, then I can possibly win. Assuming the mage doesn't have, like, a bunch of spells that they can just kill me this turn anyways.
What to do?
And assuming they're not, like, drunk, because what if they're drunk? Then they're probably not thinking about that, you know?
Seer 235 says incoming Flame Strike. It's entirely possible. That could be what they draw
I don't
right
think-
now.
Out on me.
Drawing a card. They've got 7 mana. No, didn't get it.
Alrighty, so this is your game then, right?
I think it is.
Unless he puts, like... Unless he somehow gives something taunts. I think he's just doing that thing that Magic players do at the end of a game, where they just show you all the cards in their hand. One of the most frustrating things... Oh, he froze the guy, though.
fuck. I think that's... I don't think I have it.
Well, hold on. Let's
3,
1, 2,
6,
3, 4, 5.
7.
You could
8,
do 9.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, is there a totem that has charge?
No.
I wonder.
What if you get the totem that gives +1?
If he had not
Attack to
frozen
your-
the spider, I would win.
Yeah, shit. Maybe do a totem just to see what you get, though. Because you could get a totem that...
There's no totem that would let me win. Or keep
Isn't
me
there one that
alive.
gives +1/+0?
No.
What am I thinking of? I think there's a totem that's like an actual card you play. There's little time.
I hate this.
Damn it. Wha-
Jordan Virtue says, if he didn't do that thing to stop you from winning, you would have won. I mean, that's...
Dude, that's yeah. It's really easy, I think, when you're playing a competitive card game to be like, oh, if only this had happened. It's like, yeah, but it didn't. Like, oh my god. The pyro
Matt
blast.
says the Flame Tongue Totem might be what you're thinking of. That gives minions +2, but that's not... You can't summon that with your hero
Yeah,
power.
that's a card, not a
Yeah.
hero ability
Well-
minion. Womp womp.
Igor says, where's Griffin? Griffin is dead, so...
I've replaced him, yeah.
Yep. Let's see what we got. Flame Cannon. So, every time that I finished an arena day, I've still gotten a Goblins vs. Gnomes pack. And I don't know if that's a bug
Could just
or if
be-
it's just luck.
That's just the dice roll.
It could have
We're gonna
been.
open
It
this
could
thing?
be. Yeah, I'm
Welcome to our live Goblins vs. Gnomes pack unboxing. I like your card back, Phil.
Nah. I had all those. I'm pretty sure I've...
Do you want to just buy a pack just for fun?
Yeah, kind of. I mean... What do I got here?
Let's see.
Do I have gold? Do I have enough gold? I do. Alright, well, we got 2 more packs.
Alright, let's get it. Kaboom.
What if it's all legendaries?
Yep. Just
Ooh, golden. I like that animation.
oh, I
That's
love
nice.
peppers.
Yeah, that's your
Uh,
dude.
I just like it was so funny because the day before I saw Cuppers for the first time, I was thinking like, how cool would it be if they did a card that did something clever with the coin? What if in a future expansion they just make the coin a card that you can get and put in your decks?
That seems like a card that everyone would just put in their decks.
Well, here's what I think they do. They make a card that's exactly like the coin, but they call it a coin instead of the coin, and it costs 1.
Okay, I think we're done. I think that's it.
All right.
Thanks for
Because
watching,
my card
everybody.
idea is too good.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah,
good.
thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we'll have our actual pack opening video up shortly. So if you want to just see everything that Griffin and I got in our, like, between us, I
100
think
plus
we had 100 some packs. So you can check that out. We'll be back for Tavern Brawl on Wednesday, assuming that it's a new one. And we'll see, like, maybe one thing that I like to do when new expansions come out for Hearthstone is if there's, like, a really interesting new deck that's starting to come out, I like to do a video, like, showing off how to use it. So maybe we'll do something like that. And I had fun streaming, so maybe
Seriously,
we'll just stream some more at some point.
Maybe, yeah. If you're watching us for the first time, if you subscribe to us on YouTube, you should theoretically be notified when we do these streams.
In
so
theory.
that is the best way. Give us a little subby on the channel. Someone's asking, can we see a Phil versus Babylonian match someday?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you don't play Constructed, so I don't know how that would go, but...
I have a really good Murloc deck I made like a year and a half ago. You want to see it?
Like, right now? Yeah.
Not right now. Another time.
No, right now. Let's go. You're not even logged
Or
in.
Do you want me to go get my phone and we can?
No,
do this?
no, we'll do it some other time. Okay.
right.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye, guys.